Tonight's workout is called the Move and Hold workout. We've done a few of these in Warriors before, in the good old sports hall. We haven't done this one before. This is a nice special one. So, it's a layer cake of a workout. We do a moving hold where the muscles are moving, and then we ask them exact same muscles to stay still in some sort of isometric static hold, where we get two different kinds of tension on the muscle fibers and we get a very different response. This may create a little bit more soreness, but we're warriors, we are going to get through it. Tonight's workout is the move and hold workout. There's 3 drills to do. There's a standing drill, there's a floor-based drill, and there's a weighted drill. And of course, we've got the finisher. Lydia Purdy is here. Mike Stevenson, good evening. Mrs. B, would you be so kind as to get these warriors warmed up?
Oh, with pleasure. I'm freezing tonight. Right, we'll start with some chest expanders. And then we're going to take the arms up and down. We'll do some breaststroke swimming arms. And we're just going to start marching it out as well. I'm going to take it into a jog and we're just going to start punching the arms out. And we'll punch them up and to the side. And we'll do some air skipping.
Sorry, Mrs. B, carry on.
Was you about to interrupt again?
I wasn't going to interrupt, I didn't feel you was talking, but Team Leader Lynn is going, more parallel holds. That's right, Team Leader Lynn, they are coming.
I'm talking.
Health and safety, I've just tripped over that.
Then we're going to go forward and back legs. So it's like spotty dogs without the arms. When Mr. B does this, he looks like he's got a chicken neck. Come and do it. Come and do your chicken neck. Thank you. You can go now. You can go now. And you can be quiet because I need to keep changing the moves through the wall. And into some star jumps now. Yes. You don't know how to. Feet together. And we're going to go into some narrow squats. And into standard squats now. And legs wider and into sumo squat. And hold it, sumo hold and alternate calf raises. And we're going to go into forward lunges. We'll do 2 more, and rear lunges.
So warriors, as we're going through tonight's move and hold workout, Tash and I will be doing approximately 2 moves each. As always, you have to do them all. So when you see us interchanging, it's not your chance to have a little break or to tell your partner to do something. You follow along what we are both doing, you do everything, and we are doing 2 moves each for maximum great instruction.
Okay, into some high knees now. And back to star jumps. And spotty dogs. And spotty dog around the room or the garden. Right then, I think we're ready. Mr. B.
Okay, so everybody keep moving on the spot, keep legs and arms moving. It's drill number 1, it's the standing based move and hold drill. There's 10 moves, there's 45 seconds per move. We do it twice. It's continuous. When you need a break, you have a break, you keep moving. When you need to sip water, do that. But the whole idea is to keep going. Marcia is saying her arms and legs have been aching all day. Don't worry, we've got this tonight. Mrs. B, it is move number 1.
So move number 1 is knee raises. You can do the slow version or we can do the one where we're adding a hopping.
And we're starting in 3, 2, 1. So remembering warriors, this is the movement contraction of the leg muscles, the hip flexors and the glutes. Tash, after 45 seconds, she will be going into a static move, which will be the parallel hold. So everything we do tonight, we fatigue the muscle with movement first, and then we expect it to work just as hard with no movement after.
Okay, you want to find I've got all the hard moves again tonight.
I think you'll find I've got them all again. And into parallel hold in 3, 2, 1. So as you can see Tash here, she's pretending to sit down on a chair that's not there. Her ankles are firmly planted, her torso is up, her chin is up, and she is doing rhythmic breathing. More importantly, she hasn't got her hands together like this and round in her back. She's got a nice open posture.
I was just about to say, move that bar, you're going to get flying over that. I'd hate anything to happen to you.
So I'm coming on for the next 2 drills, and the first drill I'm going to be doing is the standard rear lunge. 3, 2, 1, change over Mrs. B, rear lunge. As the leg goes back, the arms come up. Breathe in, blow out, breathe in, blow out, breathe in, blow out. Breathe in, blow out. The arms are really useful for this one, for counterbalance. It feels so unnatural just to let them hang like this. As the legs come back, the arms come forward. Think of a tightrope walker. So the next move, the static hold, is the right leg lunge hold. So the right leg will be forward, the left leg will be back, and we just hold. Right leg's forward, left leg's back, and we hold.
So Mr. B's knee is not going over his toes at any point. We've got a nice perfect right angle. Facing forward and not looking at the floor. Chest open, using your hands for counterbalance. Is that a bit of a wobble there?
If you're wobbling all over the place like this, your feet are one in front of the other, and you should be as if your feet on a train track. Mrs. B's coming on next, and she's going to do the front lunge. We've just done the rear lunge. We're going to be going into front lunge. In 3, 2, 1.
So forward lunging, using the hands for counterbalance. Again, knees should not come over your toes at any time.
Any problem with knees on the front lunge? Just do some more rear lunges because there is less shear force on the knees. So in approximately 25 seconds, Tash is going to be going into her static move. It's the same move that we did last time. It's the rear lunge static hold, but this time it's left leg forward, not the right leg that I did. So in 10 seconds, Tash will leave her left leg forward, the right will go back, and she will be in rear lunge hold. In 3, 2, 1.
So it's always the holds that tend to get you sweating more, isn't it, Mr. B?
It certainly is. It generates so much heat in the muscle, but because the blood is not flowing optimally, it cannot remove the heat, it cannot remove the excess water, it cannot remove the lactic acid, and so our core temperature goes up by about 0.5 of a degree.
Spider-Man just not
Is anybody else getting a Spider-Man or a Minion walking past the house? Right then, in 10 seconds, it's time for my 2 moves. First move, good old star jump. Make sure you're squeezing pelvic floors in. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Star jumping, moving contractions. Remembering with the star jumps, if you want to, forward and back. We can do the half version if we're tired already, but you better not be.
Is Daz keeping up with Sam tonight training? Mike Stevenson's on his own tonight, but say hi to Christian for us.
I bet Keith is watching Kat going, oh my back, oh my back. You're doing ever so well though, Kat. Where's the pom-poms?
And Shelley's boyfriend is watching her with a beer. Sherry Man Warriors train.
Static move, what? Sumo hold. Nice wide stance in the legs. Feet flared out. Sit down into parallel hold. But we've got a nice stretch on the adductors, the inner glutes. Two more moves and we complete the first 10 moves of this cycle. Then we go through them all again. What a great Thursday night this is. Hope you're having a great time. Or if you're watching it on catch up, having a great Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday. Mrs. B's coming on next with the narrow jumps. Here she comes.
It's quite a surprise, narrow jumps for me again.
It's just the way it works out. I end up doing the finisher. And that's that. Mrs. B, did you know, live with us tonight, we've got 22 households with us.
Wow, amazing.
That's what I love about this Warrior Boot Camp online. You can do it live, you can do it on catch-up, you can do the workouts again and again, you can skip the ones you don't like, you can do the ones you like over and over. It's really versatile when people are stuck at home.
No one wants to be skipping the moves they don't like, though, do they?
Oh, definitely not. I'm coming on next because I've got another parallel hold. 3, 2, 1. It's the chair parallel hold. My feet are together, my knees are together. And I come into a nice tight parallel hold. I can feel my knees pushing against one another. I can feel my ankles pushing against one another. I've got my arms open like a chair, as if to invite somebody in to come and sit on my lap.
So the holds are really a chance for you to perfect form and technique, and also to concentrate on controlling your breathing.
So this is move number 10 of a 10 move drill. We're going to go round it again. Less demos, more exercise, just make sure you keep up. If at any point you need a rest, march on the spot, sip water, mop your brow. Mrs. B's coming on again next for move number 1, which is the knee raises in 3, 2, 1.
Don't forget you can take the jump out if you need to.
Mrs. B,
Hello.
you know it just says 22 households with us?
Yes.
There's 23 now. Keith Hart is saying he's eating dinner whilst he's watching Cat. The big man, Craig Davis, is resting his knees. Good evening. That sounds a good bit of PT advice, that does. So in 5 seconds, Mrs. B is going to go into the standard parallel hold. Don't make it technical. It's a squat that you go down into, but you don't get up. In 3, 2, 1. I wonder how Lee Lynch and Mark are doing tonight. Gemma, Emma, Anne and Vicky Smith. Jordan and Deb, whenever you're training, let us know how you're getting on. Charlotte Thomas. The Strettons, who tend to do it on catch-up, but they always hit it 100%. Tracy Smythe, aka Wilson, let us know how you're going. John Michael Hicks, you need to give us a check-in, let us know how you're doing. Dale and Colette always smash it, and Julia Elliott, we know, is with us tonight. My move's coming up next, and I'm back on rear lunge duty, and I'm coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My feet are together, one leg goes back for rear lunge, arms come up.
So Becky Woodcock is catching up in the morning. Hi to you.
I believe Becky's already done last night this morning, so she's proper on the consistent train. Lovely work, Becky.
Hi to Pam, hi to Christine, Charlotte Turner, hi to the Girly Clark household. Hi to Tracy Jones, Becky Taylor and Sharon Lee.
So in 10 seconds we're going into right leg lunge hold. So the right leg stays forward, I'll send the left leg back and I just hold. Here we go, 45. So on this one, if I look down at my front leg, I've got a right angle, I've got a nice right angle as if it's corner of a square. Don't look at the back leg because you'll fall over, but you should be feeling the same.
Keep training hard. Catherine Wright, Joan Chucker, Leanne Taylor, Georgia, Debbie Phillips and Jackie Gordon, who usually does it on catch-up.
John Hanson, I'm hoping this one is okay on them knees of yours. Mrs. B's coming up next for front lunge, but remember, delicate knees, you're going to do some more rear lunges. 3, 2, 1. Karen Hamilton is watching. Good evening. I believe you may be doing this on catch-up, so make sure you comment to let us know how you get on. Steph Wilson's here. Good evening, Steph. Training or drinking wine?
Both.
Yeah, both. Steph is definitely got one of these with a load of Prosecco in. So in 10 seconds, Mrs. B is going to go into the left leg rear lunge hold. The left leg stays forward, the right leg goes back, and she just holds. 3, 2, 1.
Did we notice if Alison Hayward's training tonight?
Alison Hayward is training in her gym garden.
Hi Alison.
Laura and Abby, make sure you're smashing it. Laura, Betts, Marcia, Nikki Murphy Martin, she's caught up today and said she absolutely loved it. Michelle Dempsey, make sure you are hitting it as hard as if you was in the hall with us, because you always give it 110. So I'm coming in next and we're going straight in with the star jumps. And I'm coming in 3, 2, 1, star jumps.
Star jumps.
Star jumps. Remember, getting a little bit tired. Here we go. The half version. All the ladies. This move is going to tell you 2 things. 1, if you're not squeezing the pelvic floors, your body's going to let you know. 2, if you haven't got a sports bra on, you're going to find out. Always wear a supportive sports bra. Always, 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 always.
Definitely. Have you got yours on tonight, Mr. B?
100%. It's on. So I'm prepping, I'm slowing down, I'm getting ready for sumo parallel hold. My legs are wide, my toes are flared out. I'm dropping my pelvis in between. I've got more of a stretch on the glutes, and the hip flexors are having to work a little bit harder to hold me in place. I'm upright, my chin's up. If I like to, I'm going to a meditative state. I can go breathe in for 4, out for 4, but my arms are open. I never close down and roll my back. I'm always upright.
Is Dave training with Lauren tonight? And is Paul, Deb and Emma training tonight? Let us know.
Mrs. B's coming on with some narrow jumps in 3, 2, 1.
Again.
Don't feel sorry for her doing the narrow jumps. Don't forget she's my apprentice and it's just the way the programming works out. Steph Wilson is training now, but whine later.
See, I told you though.
Steph isn't doing training and whine now. She's training now, whine later.
That's what I meant.
Do you believe that?
Of course I do.
Of course you do. I definitely believe it, Steph. Anyway, in 5 seconds, it's move number 10 of the second turn round. It's the chair parallel hold. 3, 2, 1. Feet together, ankles together, knees together. Sitting down into chair parallel hold. It's narrow. Knees are pressed together, ankles are pressed together.
So Lauren's training without Dave tonight. He is on the Mum to Aldi.
Is he buying a new car?
Aldi, not Audi.
Oh, Audi. I thought he was getting a new car. I don't know why they call me Bad Joke Bartram. I just don't know. So, in 20 seconds, it's time for a 45-second breather. You're going to keep marching up and down on the spot. You're going to hydrate. Steph's going to drink some wine. You're going to mop your brow. I'm moving the camera down and we're going to get ready for the move and hold floor base drill. Drill number 2. 3, 2, 1. Moving, active rest. You're mopping the brow, you're sipping water, you're getting yoga mat at the ready. Right, so 15 seconds remaining. Rest, keep moving, start moving to the floor. So, we've got the same drill. We've got a moving move. We've got a static move. We've got 6 moves. We're going to go around them twice. So, the first move is the glute raise. Don't start them yet. Watch Mrs. B's demo because she's going to show you 2 varieties. The standard glute raise with no weights. If you've got a kettlebell with you or weight plates, pop them on. If you hired a bar from me, pop that on. 45 seconds. Let's get this party started. Mrs. B, go.
So I'm holding it on top for a nice pause and squeezing those glutes.
Push your feet into the floor. They're directly in line with your hips. You're breathing in as you return to the floor. You're breathing out as you come up. Mrs. B and I are going move for move. So when we swap, you just carry on. Team leader Sam is saying these narrow holds hurt. You're welcome, team leader Sam. So Mrs. B is going to start getting up and moving out the way. You're going to carry on with your glute raises. I'm coming in. We're going straight into the glute raise hold. Just stop at the top. 3, 2, 1, up and hold. If you'd like to, apex up. If you'd like to, hop one leg off. And every 5 seconds, we switch. If you prefer the standard version, hands down by the side, relax the head, and there we go. Mrs. B, what move's coming up next for the Warriors?
It is press Press ups, Mr. B.
Press ups. So Warriors, 15 seconds. I'm going to start removing myself in a minute. Mrs. B's coming on. You're going to carry on with the glute hold. Right, Warriors, start coming face down. It's press ups. Mrs. B is going to show you the modified or the box press up.
Modified on your knees.
3, 2, 1.
Modified on your knees. Shoulders directly over your hands. To make it slightly easier, bring your knees in and form a box. But of course, you can do the full press up and do as many of those as you can before you drop down to the modified.
So you'll remember tonight's workout is the move and hold. So, team leader Sam, start thinking about this. There was a move that you hated beginning of the week. I wonder what kind of hold we need to do next to complement this move. That's right, it's the press up half hold. Me and Mrs. B are switching over. Don't start until I'm ready. So, we're in press up position at the top. We're coming down halfway and we're holding. Off we go, 45. Rhythmic breathing. Neck and head are straight. Hands directly underneath shoulders. Chest, arms burning. That is change coming. That is sculpture coming. That is fat burning coming. That is leanness coming. Hold through and breathe. 15 seconds. Mrs. B, what move is next?
It is the knee reach.
The good old crunch for the abs. 3, 2, 1. Warriors, start getting on your back.
So just sliding the hands up to the knees, neck and shoulders relaxed.
And 45 seconds has started. You're aiming for 1 per second. You're breathing out as you come up to the knees. You're breathing in as you come down to the floor. Right, Tracy Jones, you know you love a good knee reach. Joe and Anton, how are we doing? Becky Taylor, Sarah and Rob Chesters, Sharon Lee, Mike is on it, Alan King, you definitely know you should be doing 1 a second of these being team leader. Paul, Deb and Emma, let us know how you're getting on with their knees. The next move is the hold version and we're going to do reverse plank. Carry on knee reaching, me and Mrs. B are switching over. So, sit up, hands directly underneath the shoulders. Doesn't matter which way the hands go, but hands underneath the shoulders. Lift your glutes up and hold. If you like a bit more intensity, pop a leg off every now and again. If you want standard, hold there. Want a little bit holder, straighten the legs, but keep the glutes off. But always make sure hands are underneath shoulders. Repeat after me. Hands are underneath shoulders. Mrs. B. Hands are underneath shoulders. And one more time. Hands are underneath shoulders. You stay up, I need to check the time. Oh, time to change. It's back to move number 1. It's glute raises with additional weight if you've got any.
So this time round I'm going to use the plates.
This time this isn't required.
Yeah, thank you. Try to see water around.
Simon Morris, Emma Bartlett, Marissa, Mel Aston, Mike Duff. Whenever you do these workouts, let us know how you're getting on. Helen Tibby, Karen Hamilton, Craig and Joe Holdsworth. Definitely Tom Bounds. Tom Bounds, loving your selfies, my friend.
Tom always looks so happy after a Warriors workout, doesn't he?
Tom has got the happiest selfies I've ever known. He's the exact opposite to Dale. Anyway, the glute bridge is coming up. Carry on glute raising. Me and Mrs. B are switching over. In 3, 2, 1. We're up. And we're just going to hold there. Mrs. B, how tight should we squeeze the glutes?
Yeah, just tight, thank you, Mr. B.
So Warriors, you know them times where you're not very well and you've got a bit of a poorly tummy?
Right, thank you. So Kate Bryan, I'm just going to interrupt you there, she's finished last night's session and she's having a sneaky peek at tonight.
Kate, stop having a sneaky peek. You've still got about a quarter of an hour. Do 1 1/4 workouts. Apex if you'd like to make it more. Standard, hands down if you'd like to make it standard. Mrs. B, what move is coming next?
We are press upping next.
Press
Mr.
up in.
B.
Team leader Lynn, she loves a good press up. 10 seconds. So, these glutes are squares that tight. You know if you've got a dicky tummy,
Right, come on, are we ready?
3, 2, 1. Rolling over into press up position.
Right, Sally and Amy, keep up with those press ups.
All of the Clark females in the house, I want you having a press up off. I want to see who does the most. Do the girls keep up with mom? Or can the mom? Can Sally not be caught? I wonder if Dazzy's keeping up with Sam.
Never.
Oh, that's a strong statement. While we're talking about consistent hard work, if anybody wants to see a true reflection that there is no magic pill and you've just got to be consistent and keep putting in the effort day in, day out, go onto Daz Ager's profile and have a look at the great amount of weight he has lost by very simple tactics. It's time for me to come on for the press up hold. Press up position, halfway down, and hold. And breathe. Again, repeat after me. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Mrs. B, fill out the gap. The hands are underneath the
Shoulders.
shoulders. Correct. Mrs. B, where do the hands go?
Underneath the shoulders.
Yes.
So John Michael Hicks has also had an amazing weight loss journey, as has Anne Powerful Devaney. Well done, Anne.
3, 2, 1. It's the next move.
Knee reaches.
It's knee reaches. The head and the neck are relaxed. The hands are just sliding up the thighs. If you can get to the knees, get to the knees. If you can't, you get as close as you can. Breathe in on the way down, blow out on the way up. Relax the neck, relax the tension in the shoulders. Look up at the lovely sky if you're in the garden, or look up at the ceiling that needs painting if you're in the house. So in my personal experience, when I do a sports massage and people get on the back on the therapy bed, they always look up to the ceiling and go, oh my God, excuse the ceiling. And yeah, everyone needs a ceiling painted apparently. It's rest time in 10 seconds. So, you're going to stand up, you're going to keep moving, you're going to hydrate, have some... Say again. Oh yeah, sorry. Reverse plank next. 3, 2, 1.
Stop trying to get out of it. Mr.
Sorry,
B.
reverse plank, hands are underneath shoulders, we're up. Anyway, as I was saying before I was interrupted, after this move, the rest period's come in. We've got about 45 seconds, you're going to stand up, you're going to keep moving, you're going to hydrate, you're going to mop your brow. You're going to get weight plates ready. You're going to get water bottles ready. You're going to get tins ready. Because we've got the move and hold weighted drill. There's going to be one hell of a pump with this one. You carry on holding the glutes up. I need to check the time. We've got 15 seconds left. Woo! Just in case you forgot, hands are underneath shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Shake them wrists out. Start standing up. Active, moving rest. Hydrate, towel, mop your brow. Get weights at the ready. Right then, we're starting in 20 seconds. Again, same protocol. We move for a move. We hold for a move. The timings have changed. We're no longer 45 seconds. We are moving for 60. We are holding for 30. So, move number 1 is the delt press. Tashi's knees are bent. She's taking weights from front to shoulders, ears, up to ceiling. 60 seconds, let's roll.
My arms do not lock out at any point.
If you've got the weighted bar, exactly the same move. Move these weights as fast as you can. I don't know what weights you're holding. I don't know how heavy they are. If they're light, move them fast. If they're heavy, move them moderate speed. If you've got no weights in your hand, it's fine. You can do air pressing. You can get triple the speed in the same effect. Just keep moving. So in 10 seconds, Mrs. B is going to go into the delt press hold. All it is the weights go halfway up and she holds them there. In 3, 2, 1. Look at Mrs. B here, she's got a nice right angle in the arm here. It's a little bit like a lunge, but for the upper body. Vicky Smith is now watching. Team leader Sam, glute raise, my favourite. A lot less of them then, if it's people's favourites. Three, 2, 1. Next move is the curl. 60 seconds. Weights go from legs to shoulders. Get a bit closer so you can see.
No one's supposed to.
Jordan's watching.
Hi Jordan, is Deb with you tonight?
Look, I'm going from straight arm to totally bent arms. Mrs. Chesters has now started watching. Lovely work. So because this is our movement drill, this is the 60-second one. Remember, if they're too light for you, move them quick. You can alternate, you can do whatever you like, but keep them curling up.
Hi to Steph, Nicholas that usually trains the next day. Hi to Louise, Vicky Hicks and hi Amy Heritage.
So, in 10 seconds, we've got the bicep hold coming up. So again, we're going to come halfway up, we're going to hold. We can pop the weights on flat hands if we want to, it matters not. 3, 2, 1, halfway up and hold. As you can see, I've got a nice right angle here. I'm not letting the bicep come under tension there, I'm not pulling it short. I've got a lovely right angle. If at any point the weights get too heavy and they start dropping, no problem. Give them a bit of a shake and a reset and then come back up. This is your 30-second move. Mrs. B's taking the weights next and she's going to go into the movement drill, which is the lateral raise. In 3, 2, 1.
Keeping a slight bend in the elbows and just up to shoulder height. Slight bend in the knee. And as Mr. B said, if the weights are too light, we can speed it up.
Warriors, if you take any bit of advice from this training session, on the lateral raise, never, ever, ever have your arms locked straight. On the lateral raise, you must always have a bend in the elbow. If ever you do this with bolt straight arms, you are going to get injured. Mrs. Chesters is saying she's got 2 workouts to catch up on. The night is still young, Sarah.
Got an itchy eye.
We'll sort that in a minute.
No, I'm a bit like
Right then, it's time for the lateral raise hold. Now, Mrs. B has got weights she can hold for 30 seconds. If you haven't, it's perfectly okay to hold at 45 degrees. If the weights are way too heavy for even that, get rid of the weights and just hold arms out. Remember, bending the elbow at all points. So in 10 seconds, I'm coming on. I'm doing a tricep move called the kick back. We bend over and we're going to go from bent arm to straight arm. 3, 2, 1. Just watch the demo first. I'll hinge at the hip and bend over. Elbows come up. Can you see this right angle again I keep talking about? Come out straight, right angle. Out straight, right angle. None of this. That's not a kickback. That is a grandfather clock swing. Don't do that. Right, 3, 2, 1. Right angle. Out. Stop. Out. Stop. Out. Stop. Out. Breathe out. Breathe out. My knees are bent to keep my lower back tight.
Hi to Charlotte Thomas, hi to Strettons, Dale and Claire, how are you guys getting on tonight? What an amazing photo for last night's selfie.
Charlotte Turner, this is going to make them arms burn. Now you've got them weights off me.
Your own guy. Isn't that what I meant?
Carry on doing your kickbacks. The next move is a kickback hold. If these triceps muscles on the back of the arm start cramping, shake the arms and go back into the move. Arms up, kickback hold, out and hold. Woo! The burn is real. What moves next, Mrs. B?
It is the raise, the top half.
If your arms are shaking a bit, like mine, that is normal. The muscle is going into spasm.
Daz Farwell, how are you getting on playing tonight? Another one with an amazing photo last night. Helen Morgan, how are you getting on?
Slowly lower, shake the arms out. Mrs. B is going into the last 2 moves. The top half front raise.
So I'll put my weights together. And it's shoulder height up above the head. Slight bend in the knee.
Here's what I want you to imagine whilst you're doing this. You're holding a steering wheel in front of your mouth and chin. You then lift the steering wheel up to the crown of your head. There's a little bend in the elbows. You breathe out as the weight comes up. You breathe in as the weight comes down. So at the bottom half of the move, yes, you're like truck driver Daz Ager again. Yes. Again, no need for fancy weights with this. Nice bottle of water. This is the top half front raise. So, in 10 seconds, Mrs. B is going to go into the front raise hold. She's just in truck driver position. 3, 2, 1. Little bend in the knees, little bend in the elbows. She's doing rhythmic breathing. Pam, Christine Kerrigan, Lynn, how are you doing? Craig, you'll be doing this on catch up. You know you need this move in your life. 3, 2, 1, active rest. Legs are moving. Weights are down. Shake arms, shake legs. Just do something to keep moving. Hydrate. Mop the brow. It's time for the finisher. It's a floor-based finisher. Yoga mats at the ready. We're going to be starting in about 15. Right, warriors, the finisher. 90 seconds, 1.5 minutes. We do 10 mountain climbers, that's 5 on each leg. We then do 10 scissor sit-ups. You've seen how many rounds you can do in this 90 seconds. So, it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I flip over, scissor sit-ups. 1, 2, and I go up to 10. Don't try and keep up with me. There's a chance I will be slower than you, but I'm definitely going to be faster than some. 10 mountain climbers, 10 scissor sit-ups. How many rounds can you do? 90 seconds. Get ready to start. In 3, 2, 1, go.
So Sally Clark could have done the biggest ever groan when she heard mountain climbers, but come on Amy, push out as hard as you can. Lynn Davis, how are you getting on tonight? Missing you, my team leader and training buddy. Missing Julia Elliott, missing Kate Crane. Missing Alison Hayward, my Prosecco princess. Missing Gemma and Emma and Vicky. Missing Alan King, Lauren Dave, Paul Deb, Sharon Lee, Sam and Daz, Mike and Christiane. Sarah Rob, Sarah and Mark. Missing you all loads. Kat Keith. The list just goes on. How many rounds have you done so far, Mr. B?
I'm on round number 3.
Is that it?
Yep.
Hi to Robin, Aisha, Lydia, how are you getting on tonight? Becky and Chris, hi to you both.
Lower back pain, one leg at a time.
Mandy and John, keep working hard. Lindsay and Rob, missing you up the corner where all the giggles are.
10 seconds left, warriors. Let's move it.
Missing Joe and Anton, Charlotte Turner, Christine.
3, 2, 1. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's it. That's the siren of end. Mrs. B is going to take you through the cool down. I'm lowering the music. I'll be back in a minute.
Marching it out, and we're just going to be shaking those arms off. Lots of burn in those arms and shoulders again tonight, so well done. Nice summer sculpting from those shoulders, arms and back. Okay, so we're going to take one arm up and we're going to drop it over the back and pull in at the elbow and just hold that stretch. And the other arm up, drop it down and pull it in. Pull one arm across the front and pull that in and feel that stretch. And we're going to swap sides. And some chest expanders while we're marching out and getting the breath back. Arms up and down. going to hold the arms out and we're just going to rotate. And holding them out and small circles and circling the wrists. And taking those circles bigger now. And change direction. So we're going to take the hands, we're going to clasp them behind the back and lift it up. And a slight pulse if you can do. And shaking everything out. We'll finish with a couple of stretches up and down, and we'll hold the last one up and we'll stretch everything in, reach for the ceiling and release. There we go, Mr. B.
Lovely work, Mrs. B. Warriors, lovely job. That has been tonight's or today's workout. It's the move and hold workout. 3 drills. Standing, lower, weighted. Thank you so much for the energy you have brought to this workout.